Alright, this is Anthony's sister's tank, her nano reef tank, and Anthony's going to talk to you about it. And
Alright, well, as you said, this is my sister's reef tank, but of course, me and Jason maintain it for her. She likes to pick out the pretty stuff. We care for them, make sure they don't die on her. This is a 6-gallon fluval, cube? Something like that. It's a fluval something, and, right now I have this light in here. It's a, I don't know
something.
the name. Yeah, I got it from eBay for 15 bucks. It has the all white, well, all white and 2 blues, and then 6 blues.
works just like any other light.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Supports these corals perfect.
Everyone always says you need so much light for corals, and light matters so much. Just get yourself one of these. Does everything that you need. This is obviously a light that came with it. The only reason I had to get another light is because it just went down. It didn't go around the whole tank. And that's the little filter we have on it. Simple, just a sponge. Filtration, I mean, it really doesn't matter much because there's only 2 fish in here, and all the bristle worms and snails in here and hermit crabs eat all the poop. In here I have a clam. I forget its name. It starts with an M, and it's the blue clam. I got that for like, what was it, 70 bucks or something. It was a really good price. He's really cool. Sometimes he faces that way, sometimes he faces that way, and he moves a little bit. We have this anemone up here that it's the one that you get for Petco, from Petco for like 10 bucks. And he's like either all the way open or like he'll close up to a little ball and look like a tomato. And he moves like at least 3 times a day. He just goes place to place to place. He sits on top of corals, and if you look over here, he actually stung that one, that purple one in the back, and he's recovering now. As you see, he's getting like starting to get thick again, and it's been like a week since he got stung. But other than that, it's fine. We have a bunch of coral frags in here, and they all do good. We have this saddleback clown who hasn't yet hosted with the anemone, but I'm thinking when the anemone gets bigger, he might. We have about 5 pounds of live rock, and these white rocks over here were just dead coral, and they were like white, like this sand white. And, well, the sand's not too white anymore, but you know what I mean. And I didn't like them, but my sister did, and as you see, they're getting the purple and brown around them, just like all the live rock does, and, I mean, it's starting to look good. So yeah, we have a pajama cardinal in there too. He does good with the saddleback clown. They both just eat flake food, any freshwater flake food, and sometimes we give them frozen brine shrimp as like a treat. We have 2 feather dusters in here, and each one of these I picked up at Petco for like 15 bucks. I had the first one I ever had, I moved around like 3 times because I didn't like how he looked where he was, and hold on, he ended up shedding his crown, and I saw him leave the tube, never saw from him again, so I figured he got stressed out since we touched him a lot. So with these 2, I just left them alone, let them do their own thing. They kind of moved a little, but not too much. Let's see, when I got this tank, everyone told me I had to wait 2 weeks. You have to, like, all this stuff. But really, I just got the live sand. Not live sand. The sand with all the bacteria. And 5 gallons of salt water that come in, like, those boxes. And I had coral and fish in it the next day. And everyone's doing great. It's been, like, what, maybe a month, 2 months now. Everything looks great. There was no spike. It's just a little heater in there. So, yeah, everything's good in it. In this tank, we have a bunch of bristle worms and crabs, hermit crabs. I don't have any real crabs, like the regular crabs, but I do have a bunch of hermit crabs and snails. And then these little things that come with the rocks, the ugly snails, they populate really quick. There's one over here, too. One down here, one over here. Oh, I just scared the clam. But, those guys do a good job keeping everything clean, you know? The sand's starting to get a nice layer of brown algae, it looks. Which, I mean, I think it's just good bacteria, you know, did I talk about that guy, the coral that got stung in this video?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, he got stung by the anemone, and he's coming back to life now. That piece right on the floor right there actually fell over behind the little leather. It's a really nice red piece that's gonna like expand, and you could easily like snap it and frag it. And yeah, the water flow is really good because fluval just the filter just boom, and then it just flows throughout the tank. That's pretty much it.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if I mentioned, but I got most of these corals from Petco. They have really good corals for really good prices. And mom and pop stores around me. Ouch.